last 88H model, we've reduced fuel consumption by 15%. And we're doing that in a few areas, but one of the key things is reduced rated speed. When you listen to this 88K or when you operate it, you're going to do everything at less RPM, and that's less fuel. We chopped high idle by 200 RPM, we dropped rated speed 100, low idle, another 100 RPM. We also have flow sharing hydraulics on this machine. So while he's operating the linkage, we can actually borrow flow from the steering pump, and that's critical for efficiency because we can maintain hydraulic cycle times on that linkage at very low engine speeds, all the way down to 1400 RPM. We've also made lockup clutch standard, great for load and carry applications. We also adopted the truck apex shift strategy, so better speed on grade. High idle's been chopped 200 RPM, rated speed has been dropped 100, and low idle was dropped 100. But the machine is faster and more productive, even though it's running at less RPM. But less RPM is less fuel. That's the name of the game. We also did flow sharing hydraulics on this 88K. The old machine did not have that. So when you're running the implements on the 88K, we can borrow flow from the steering pump. And why is that critical? Well, it allows you to maintain your linkage cycle times all the way down to 1400 RPM. So if you can maintain cycle times at less RPM, guess what? That's less fuel. So from 1860 to 1400, your stroke time does not change, and the flow sharing is a key part of that. In the past, we would actually lock the engine RPM outside a dig to a fixed engine speed. For example, when you're digging with a large wheel loader, you have full power while you're doing that. But when you back away, in the old fuel management systems, we would basically just limit you to say 1800 RPM all the time. The problem with that is operators would complain that my hydraulics are too slow, or it's not fast enough when I want it to be fast enough. So they wouldn't use it. And they would just throttle lock the machine and let it run at high idle all the time. And that's not good for fuel. So by listening to our customers, we developed a new economy mode that will give them full power and full cycle time outside a dig whenever they want it. So if they pull back on the implement pod and command a full hoist, that engine speed is going to respond and give it to them. So what that does is it makes the operator happy, allows them to get the performance when they want it, but when they don't need full power, engine speed will drop automatically. So it's the best of both worlds. It's ergonomic, it's efficient, and the operator's happy because he can still get all the performance he wants when he needs it. We have a new shift strategy on the 88K. It's called Apex, Advanced Productivity Electronic Control Shifting. We've gone from a double clutch shift to a single clutch, and what that does is it gives you more torque through the shift, and that's better speed on grade. So our newer machines with this Apex will actually walk away from the old ones simply by implementing a new shift strategy. We have Performance Series buckets. What that means is we've actually flattened the floor. So the material has no resistance. It actually flows better into the back of the bucket. We opened up the throat. So this angle from the spill guard down to the base edge has been widened. And we changed the angle of this sidebar plate so when you rack the bucket back, the payload stays in the bucket and it carries very well. We call that a Performance Series bucket. It's on the 88, the 990, it's on medium wheel loaders. On the 88 specifically, we do that in an 833, 9 and 10 yard rock bucket. We also do it in general purpose buckets, which have a straight edge. This machine here is actually configured as a 9 yard spade rock with K130 GET. We're also showing a set of sidebar protectors. You can double up and do another set as well, segments. And then as you look at our buckets, we do offer different levels of protection. You can go to a heavy duty rock, and that'll actually add an additional liner up through the bucket profile. And then we can go even further and do a heavy duty granite if you're in a severe application that's highly abrasive. The payload on this machine is 12.5 tons, so that's what we're trying to size the bucket to. So if you have a material density, you can take 25,000 and divide it by that density. That'll help us get to the right bucket size. But we're targeting 12.5 tons per pass. 9 yard rock with a high lift linkage. So this 88K does have the capacity to load 60 and 70 ton trucks because our hinge pin is at about 19 feet. So you can clear the truck rail on a 60 and 70 ton truck. On the 775s, which are on this site, 5 to 6 passes depending on the shop and the fill factor in the